multiplication this morning. Today we're going to be multiplying digits, 2 digits by 2 digits. One of those digits is going to be a factor of 10. So for instance, if I'm looking at a problem like this, 38 times 50, instead of panicking thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to set this up 38 times 50 in order to do the problem, which I can do, I'm going to take a shortcut. I'm going to notice that I can multiply 38 times 5, alright, which is 38 times 5. I'm going to make sure that I show my work. 5 times 8 is 40. I'm going to regroup that 4 over here because that 40 is going to be added to the 10 spot. 5 times 3 is 13, plus 4 is 190. Now, am I done? No, I'm not, because I've only multiplied 38 times 5, which is 190. Now I'm going to add my 0 just like I was multiplying by 10, and that's going to give me my total of 1,900. Let's try another one. So, I'm going to have the problem 72 times 40. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at this. I'm going to notice that my second number ends in a 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 72 times 4 to start with. So 72 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 7 times 4 is 28. So I know that I have 288. Now, am I done? No, because I still have to multiply by my 10 that I have not done yet, because I know that 40 is the same thing as 4 times 10. So I'm just using the distributive factor in order to do this. So now all I have to do is I have to add my 0, and I get my answer of 2,880. So that's how we're going to do our problems this morning. Let's take a look at the work. So I'm going to get a worksheet that looks just like this, and it's asking me to find the product. So my first one is 10 times 70. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take a look at my scrap paper, and I have 10 times 70. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I know that I can multiply 10 times 7, which I can do in my head because I know that that's 70. Then I'm going to multiply that by my missing 10 from the distributive factor, and I'm going to come up with 700 for my answer. So then I'm going to go back to my page. I'm going to click in the text box. I'm going to write 700. Now, my text box ends up looking like that. I can do two things. I can either make my text box bigger, or I can make my print a little smaller. Both of those will work. I'm going to stick with keeping my print a little smaller because then I know that my work is going to fit inside. Alright, so when I get down here to number 13, it's asking me to find the missing factor. To find the missing factor. So 40 times what equals 1,600? So let's go ahead and let's take a look where I've written it out here. 40 times what equals 1,600? Well, first I'm going to break it down. What times 40 would equal 16? Let's just ignore those numbers for a moment. What times 4 would equal 16? Well, I know that 4 times 4 equals 16. Right? 4 times 4 equals 16. But now I'm going to add in some zeros. Well, here is 10, and that's going to go with that 10 there. And then I know if I add another 0, that's going to go there. And now I have 40 times 40 equals 1,600. 40 was a missing number. 4 times 4 equals 16, And each of those, the same thing as multiplying 10 times 10, which would give me 100, which is where I get my last two zeros. So I'm going to go back to my page, and I'm going to write in 40. Alright, down here, I'm going to compare. I'm going to figure out, is this greater than, less than, or equal? So my first that I have is 50 times 43. Is that greater than, or less than, or equal to 2,000? So let's go to my scrap piece of paper where I have it written out. So let's find out. Is it greater than, less than, or equal? Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, I notice that this has a 0 in the second, is in the ones place. So I'm going to multiply 43 times 5, knowing I'm going to add in that 10 later. 5 times 3 is 15. I'm going to regroup. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 215. Now I need to make sure that I add in my 10. So now I've got the number 2,150. Is that greater than, less than, or equal to 2,000? That's right, it is greater than 2,000. Greater than. So I'm going to go to my keyboard, and I'm going to find the greater than symbol, which is on the bottom row of keys. If you find M, it's over to the right of M, and you have to press the Shift key and then the greater than sign, and it'll pop right in there for you. Alright, so you have to press Shift and then the greater than sign. Alright, so that's how we're going to do that page. Now the next page is all a word problem. Let's read it together. It says, a baker uses different sizes boxes to sell his healthy baked goods. I could use a muffin right now. A muffin box holds 30 muffins. A scone box holds 24 scones. A bagel box holds 12 bagels. The following table shows the number of boxes sold of each item. So the first thing we see is that Friday they sold 12 muffin boxes, they sold 20 scone boxes, and 30 bagel boxes. So if we take a look at, and what are they asking us to do though? They want me to write an expression. That means we're going to write out the problem. What is the problem that I used in order to solve this? To find the number of items sold each day, then find the number. So what's the problem that I can use in order to find out how many items that they sold? So I know that they sold 12 muffin boxes on Friday, and I know each muffin box holds 30 muffins. So what would be the expression that I would write in order to figure out how many muffins are sold on Friday? So let's go ahead and let's take a look at our scrap paper. So I wrote out my problem, 12 times 30. Where did I get that? Because there's 12 muffin boxes and they each have 30 muffins. So I need to find out 12 times 30 because there's 12 boxes and they each have 30 muffins. So I have 12 times 30. So I know that I can break this down. I can use the distributive property. I've got 12 times 3, which I know is 36 because I've learned my 12 times, and then I'm going to add, multiply by 10, add my 0. So it's 360. So my answer is not 360, friends. It is 12 times, which you can just use the X for times. I'm write 30. Then I'm going to write equal, which is up on the top row of your keyboard, equals, and I'm going to write 360. So 12 times 30 equals 360. Alright, so that's how your work is done today. Hope this video helped, and have a wonderful day.